Taking place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. This was a Southern Tag Team title match. Robert Fuller and Bill Dundee going against the Japanese team of Professor Tanaka and Mr. Fuji. Let's take a look at it as it took place. Fuller driving to the corner. Tanaka chops Dundee. From Robert to Billy. Bill covers one. Nope. Dundee right back on his feet, throws him down. Stomps, comes right back after him. Dundee. Shoulder butt. Dundee a mare into the center. One, and Tanaka comes in. Dundee runs into Fuji. Reverse. Nice hip toss. Dundee kicked out by Fuji. Dundee kicking at him. Slams Dundee down. Dundee kicks his way out. Tag on Robert Fuller. Robert a knee lift. Tanaka attacks Fuller with a toe hold. Tanaka, one of the few guys that will go for a submission off a toe hold. He's Fuller's leg against the ring post. Dundee comes down to help his partner out. Fuller's leg bent around the bottom rope. Back in the ring, but the referee immediately runs him to the corner. Fuji working on a pressure point on Fuller's leg while the referee trying to get Dundee to get out of there. And at last, it's back to 2 in the ring and 2 on the outside. Fuller and Tanaka still in with Robert undergoing attack. That's Gorgeous George Jr. pounding the timer's table with his riding crop. Spears him with a shoulder. Fuller gets to the corner, tags Dundee, and here comes Billy. Cover! That's all one. Dundee powered the big 274 Tanaka into the center of the ring. Fuller, with his leg hurt, came flying across the ring to hit Fuji. Dundee behind. Fuji, while the referee's back was turned, running Robert Fuller out. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be it. Fuji threw something at Dundee, and the AWA belts will go to the team of Tanaka and Mr. Fuji. Mongolian Stomper in here. Now, this was at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. And here's a situation of, if we can go ahead and roll the tape, let's take a look at it right now, because it's an illustration of what your intention was. Now, right now, of course, the Mongolian Stomper is...
You betcha. Keep one thing in mind. That big Hulk is 300 pounds. He stands 6'7", and did you see the eighth wonder wailing on him? Right now, the eighth wonder is in hog heaven. He loves to have that big polka beat on him. He loves to do things like that. He loves to have things like that done to him because it just gets him mad. He gets mad and he wants to tear people apart, and I'll tell you what. You'll see here in a minute, that Jerry Lawler, he has been a thorn in everybody's back for so long, especially in mine. I'll tell you, you know the big guy with the big muscles that just left out of here? What was his name again? Austin Idol. How could I ever forget the universal heartthrob? He couldn't get the job done. He couldn't put Lawler out of commission. He couldn't take care of that king, self-proclaimed individual. But I got somebody that will take care of him. You betcha. I got the eighth wonder of the world will take care of that.
Well, let's take a listen to the action as it happened right at the time of the bout. Referee trying to break up the Stomper as he pounds his head on the turnbuckle. Stomper pounding away. Big elbow from the Hulk. Drops with that leg. And the eighth wonder goes off on the concrete floor. Mongolian Stomper right down in front of the timer's table, climbing up an unusual position for him. Rarely have you ever seen him down on the floor like that. This huge opponent he has, Terry Boulder, comes roaring at him. Whip. He uses the foot all the way up in the face. Knee. Drops on him. Backdrop on the Mongolian Stomper. Big elbow. And the Stomper goes for the eyes. And a reversal. Nothing but sheer power. Not much in the way of scientific wrestling. And the Hulk drops him over. that knee and picks him up. Goes with a bear hug. All right, now here's the situation. We wanted to see the entire thing. I saw you up there. He turned and grabbed you.
Yeah, I tell you what, he was trying to maim my eighth wonder. He was trying to break his legs. He's a maniac. He's insane. He needs to be in a mental institution. He don't need to be in the ring. He's been crushing people, hurting people. He's got me half crazy. I have to settle myself down. The eighth wonder grabbed me the other day, and he says, settle down, gorgeous. He says, we'll take care of it. I'll hurt him. I'll hurt him bad. That's what needs to be done. You betcha, crush that big slob. He needs to be into that house. You know what? They need to put the white jacket on him. They need to handcuff him. And there he is. There that Pillsbury doughboy is. The king. Jerry Lawler, the Hamburger King, that's who he is. He's trying to hurt me. Well, hurt him, eighth wonder. That's it. Crush that skull. That beady brains punk. Hurt that fool. And I'll tell you what.
That boot.
Nobody got the job done before when they tried to hurt the doughboy. Nobody got it done, but I'm going to get it done today.
Okay. Alrighty, we're back down and ready for action right here. D. David is the king. Jerry Lawler hops into the ring. And here comes Gorgeous George and Professor Toru Tanaka. Okay, Davey, let's have the introduction.
It's going to be a single match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Japan, 277 pounds on the left of your screen, Toru Tanaka. Going against him from Memphis, Tennessee, at 234 pounds, the king, Jerry Lawler. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Tanaka's manager, Gorgeous George Jr. in his corner. Good. He's ready to get into action before the bell rang. Gorgeous George Jr. now in the corner, sitting in the chair. Toru Tanaka with the king. Lawler back in the corner. King fighting his way out of there. He's blasted Tanaka all the way across the ring into Tanaka's corner. Tanaka with a pressure point. He's got Lawler backed onto the rope. Gorgeous George Jr. pounding on the ring apron. Professor Tanaka got a face lock on Lawler. Professor Tanaka maintaining a hold. Lawler powers out of it. Returning some of the punishment that was dished out by Professor Tanaka earlier. Both of them on their feet. Lawler back near his corner. Tanaka. Right hand, he's jabbing with it. That holds across the throat. Referee Jerry Calhoun counting a break. He got a 3 count. Gigi speared Lawler in the back with that riding crop. Lawler was back here in the corner. You might have been able to hear Gorgeous George Jr. instructing Tanaka, chop, chop. Tanaka holding on, though. He drops Lawler to the mat. Cover, count of 1. 2 count. Lawler breaks it. Might have been some hair pulling there. I believe there was. View partially blocked by Gorgeous George Jr. There was a choke again, and again, referee Jerry Calhoun was counting for that break. Tanaka's elbow meets the mat. Lawler coming back, both hands flying. That was a good right. He put Tanaka on the mat with it. Come on, Lawler! Tanaka working on Lawler's knee. He chopped him in that knee. Lawler fell back toward the corner, holding the knee and pain, and Tanaka immediately, with the kicks, went to work on the knee. Tanaka working pressure points again. Center of the ring. 4 minutes gone in this match. 4 minutes gone. Tanaka back in the corner. Lawler after him there. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to move him back off the ropes. Tanaka over here in the corner. Some kind of powder spilling out of his hand. Lawler ducked. Referee got hit with it. Jerry Calhoun. Something thrown in his eyes by Tanaka. Gorgeous George Jr. in there. Lawler working on here. The Stomper is in. The referee is saying ring the bell. It's going to be a disqualification on Tanaka, Gorgeous George Jr., and the Stomper in there now, but all three of them working on Lawler. Tanaka holding him up in the air. Gorgeous George Jr. climbing the ropes. Here comes Dundee and Robert Fuller. There goes Gorgeous George Jr. The Stomper heads back toward the dressing room. Lawler inviting Gigi back into the action.
Let's clear out. Everybody clear out.
Fuller.
Robert Fuller's helping clear things out as well as Bill Dundee. They had Lawler stretched out there, and George was getting ready to come down on his back while they had him pulled out with Tanaka in there with a Mongolian Stomper in there.
Lawler fires out toward the hall.
Lance, it was certainly the biggest night ever for me in my career of professional wrestling. To drive out of there with something like that was fantastic.
Robert, this is not for one moment to say that you certainly don't have the skills, because you do have the skills, but it was a tournament that was loaded with talent. The CWA heavyweight champion Thunderbolt Patterson, the big Mongolian Stomper, Jerry the King Lawler, names just all the way through the entire thing. So I know that the prize, of course, of the van makes you feel good, but you got to feel good coming out over a field like that.
Well, that's right. I certainly felt like an underdog going into the finals, which I'm sure you'll be able to show with your VCR film now. But it's, like I said, it's the happiest day for me to be able to sit here and say I've got that thing. It's unreal, Lance, I tell you.
You had some real tough ones. One of the guys that we had some of the tape on out of the Mid-South Coliseum that I wanted to show the folks was a roughneck Dick Slater, who really, this guy comes in there with a determination to hurt folks, and he had a real obsession about doing a chain match, which is not what the van tournament was about.
Yeah, it seemed like I heard him screaming or something to people that he had a problem with his opponents running away from him, so he brought this chain in. He had brought it in two matches earlier with Tony Charles once and with Bill Dundee, and offered him the chain, and now he'd spit on me. And so I tried to take one into the chain. I'm going to have a chain match with him, but the bell hasn't rung at this point. And he punched me right in the top of the head with that chain, and goes without saying that he cut me pretty good.
Yes, he did.
And this is like the semifinal. Like if I beat Slater, then I had to go right into the match with the Stomper. So it left me at a heck of a disadvantage.
Yeah, that particular moment that we just saw right there looked like it was going to be the pivotal point of the entire tournament in terms of the winner, because it, as the folks will see, it left you in very bad shape to go in the finals against the Mongolian Stomper, and he took advantage of that, I must say.
Right. Well, to wrestle Dick Slater, any way you want to look at it, whether he cut me before the match or regardless of what happened, it would be a heck of a match, because Slater is a former Floridian champion. He's the former Georgia champion, and he's won just about every heavyweight title in the South today.
Robert.
And he's certainly a tough man.
I saw him in a match with former Olympian Bob Roop, and Slater came out victorious in that, but he is a tough guy, as the folks can see, and he went to work taking advantage of what he had done before. And this, again, as you said, is the semifinals of the Van tournament, and the winner of this match right here was to wrestle a Mongolian Stomper for the finals and for the Van in there. And Slater, at this point, I would have to say, up until you changed it around, and it looked like he had you gone.
Well, I saw him right there. He started to back off. It was getting a little heavy for him in there, so I just stayed right on him. I didn't really know where I was at. I just knew I was fighting with all I had, and I still was seeing that Van for sure. And at this point now, you see we knocked the referee down, and I'm down too, and Slater rolls out. He's got his chain again. Well, had the referee seen that, it would have been a disqualification right off the bat, and I would have went right on in the tournament with a Stomper. But in this case, he's not crazy. You see Bill runs out there. Now, earlier Bill had problems with this man, and in the struggle over the chain, I rolled him right up, and the referee gave him the 3 counts. So,
and that was it in the semifinal match, and Slater's furious.
Right. He's hot, and I can't say enough what a great friend and a close friend Bill Dundee is. Not only to help me out there, but Bill's helped me so many times. And you see there now, Slater, you may be about to bite off a little more than you can chew, because I happen to know the superstar can dig it in there pretty deep.
Yes, sir. But that, and right away in the background, you can see Gorgeous George and the Mongolian Stomper coming right in. Now, this is for the finals. They're anxious to get in there. They know you've been hurt.
Yeah, you see me over in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm just sprawled right out in the corner.
And immediately sensing the situation as it is, referee Tommy Marlin trying to give you an opportunity to take the legitimate rest that you had coming in there, which was not long, because it did follow. It was a continuous action one night thing. Let's listen to what happened as it took place right down there in the Mid-South Coliseum, Robert.
Robert, a mess where Slater beat on him. But he is really going after the Stomper, or was, till the Stomper just caught him. Fuller off the ropes. Stomper nails him. Gorgeous George's 8th wonder of the world, pounding on Robert Fuller. Fuller just finished a vicious match with Dick Slater. Stomper with that big foot kicking away at Robert. Robert Fuller grabs the Stomper. 2, 3, that's it.
it. That was the payoff moment for Robert Fuller.
Well, that's right. And the Mongol apparently just figured, well, I got a piece of dead meat here, and I'm just going to pound on it and beat on it until I get ready to stop, and probably this boy's going to give up or whatever. And George, that's what he wanted, and he was screaming for it, and they just underestimated Fuller. That's one thing you don't do. You don't underestimate me, because I'm going to fight right to the end of the match.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was about ready to go get Gorgeous George, anybody he could look at. He knew he had that van. That's all there was to it. He already had the keys in his pocket and ready to drive away in it, Robert.
Yeah, well, he's going to find out. It's not good to underestimate any of his opponents, and particularly one that's used to being beat on quite a bit from the time I started in this profession. So maybe we'll get that thing turned around, Lance.
Either congratulations
way,
again.
I got that van. It's the greatest prize ever. I want to thank Jerry Jarrett and everybody that put this tournament together. It's a fantastic thing to do for the people as well as for me, and thanks.
We appreciate you coming out here, and congratulations again. Robert Fuller. Take a look at some action that came out of the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Bill Dundee and Dick Slater. Here it is. From behind, straight up, atomic drop right on the base of that spine, covers him 1, 2, and once again, Dundee's determination saves him from a 3 count, and Slater throws him out on the concrete again, staggering around the ring, trying to get himself back together to come in, and once again, Slater charges with that head. Butts him down to the floor. Referee Paul Martin. Dundee at the ring apron. Pulled inside the ring by Slater. Dundee grabs him, drops him with a drop. Atomic drop. Hits him with that knee and nails him back. Powers a slam on him, and Billy coming back hard. One and a half is about what Bill got out of it. And Slater comes back swinging. Tied up. They've had 15 minutes, no winner. They have 5 more minutes. Then it will be decided by a flip of the coin. One has already been decided that way. Tommy Gilbert defeated Larry Latham on a coin flip. Ooh, Slater nailed him with a vicious chop. He covers 1, 2. Dundee pushes his way out of it. And with a side suplex, Slater counts 1, counts 2, and Dundee squirms his way out. Slater over the top. Dundee takes one, a real shot. Whipped into the ropes from behind on a sleeper hold. Dundee caught by Slater. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Dundee's foot on the ropes. That'll call for a break. Dundee takes him down into a small package. Can't hold it. Gets a count of 1. Not even hardly that. Foot in the face. Slams Slater into the turnbuckle. Billy a whip. Slater bounces into the ropes, goes over the top rope. It's going to be a judgment call. Dundee caught from behind by Slater, who
while the argument ensued, came up behind him. The argument was with the referee as to whether he put him over the top rope. Slater misses as he drops from the ropes. Dundee puts him in, takes him into the small package. 1. He was crabbed down. Count of 1, 2, 3. They got him. .229 of the overtime. Bill Dundee is eliminated by Dick Slater. As Slater rolled him back after that sunset flip. And Dundee says, give me the chain. I'll go for it. Billy ends up losing it as he